YouTube. Your boy is back once again with another dating and relationships video. Okay, so the subject today is the setting must be right for you to sleep with a lady. The setting must be right for you to sleep with a lady. Now, first of all, of course, the woman has to have her interest level has to be high enough. Her interest level has to be high enough for her to want to sleep with you. But we're not talking about that in this video. You shouldn't be, I've told you many times, you should not be fucking with women that have a low level of interest, okay? So we're not even gonna talk about that on this video, yeah? But the setting must be right. Now, this information could be useful for guys of all ages if you need it, yeah? But I'm sure it's gonna benefit the younger guys even more, yeah? The setting must be right in order for you to sleep with a lady. Now, I've slept with many women in my life, but trust me when I tell you, I've missed out on a lot of sex because the setting has not been right. Yeah? Most of the time, it's to do with money, accommodation, and car. Not in that particular order, but money, accommodation, and car. Yeah? I could sit and think of many examples, but the key message is the setting must be right for you to sleep with a lady. She has to already have high level of interest. Yeah, that we're not going to talk about in this video. Yeah. For example, I've been out like on a work night out, like certain jobs I've worked, like this happened more than once. Yeah. A female that I work with might not be close, but a female that I work with that I see regular, nearly every day, yeah? We go on so there's nothing, yeah? There's some work night out or Christmas drinks or some work, and then, things spiral, and then at the end of the night, the old lady's all over me, trying to stick her tongue in my mouth, and I'm like, yes! I'm gonna destroy you tonight. And then it's been a case where I don't have my own place, can't take her back to my place. She lives far away, yeah? I don't have hotel money. Well, that's another subject for another video. Should you be spending lots of money on taking girls to hotel? That's another video. But didn't have hotel money, didn't have a place to stay, didn't, you know what I mean? Like, and I remember on a couple of occasions that I could think of in my mind, this has happened more than once, yeah? The exact same situation. And she's like, can't take the girl. I remember one time with one girl, I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to pull her around the corner, the girl said, I'm not having sex on the street. I didn't even know what was in my mind at the time. But trust me, the setting needs to be right. You get the girl in the right situation. I remember when I was young now, teenager. And I remember there was this girl, like, I used to see her, like, we used to go to some club, really young, and then, this girl wasn't interested in me. This is before I was driving and anything like that. This girl wasn't interested in me. The moment one of my friends, now this guy, he had a car, innit? He come out with us. So we went back to the yard with the gal them, and then the girl was all over me, and I had the sex. Now, because this club was a kind of a distance, like I lived a distance from the club, she lived a distance from the club. We was young, we're not even young, and trust me, the girl didn't give me the time of day. But because the friend come with the car, and in the yard, the girl was all over me. It was a different girl. Now, had I had a car, I could have probably done the deal with this girl earlier. So, listen, please believe what I'm saying. Do not get a car or your own place for the purpose of having sex with a girl. You should have these things, yeah, because you're trying to better yourself. You do it when the time's right for you. You do it properly the way it needs to be done for you. But I'm telling you, when you have these things, it's easier. Trust me, I've been with a girl that was, all these things are coming back to my mind. I've been with a girl, yeah, who wanted to bang me, and we was in her friend's yard. Now, this was far away. This was far from my house. Like, yeah, like, I was out of town. Like, she wanted to bang me, but we was in her friend's house. And she said, I'm not comfortable having sex in my friend's house. Now, we both live, I lived, I was out of London, yeah? Like, this girl lived far as well. If I had hotel money, or even if I had a car with me to take it in my car, but it was like, boom, literally on this girl's friend's bed. But it's like, no. Other girls might have been comfortable to do it, you know what I mean? So it's also what a girl's comfortable with, the level of attraction, whatever. So there's other variables, but the scene needs to be right. So, especially the young guys out there, like, you could spend so much time chasing girls, and then you get girls that's got a high level of interest. But then the scene ain't right, so you're not even getting the sex. She's got interest in you, but the scene ain't right. Why don't you invest this time into bettering yourself? And then when you've got your shit together, and you do encounter girls, so you're spending less time on the pursuit of women, but the women that have interest in you physically are gonna, their interest is gonna remain high when they realize you got your shit together. And when they decide to free up the sex, whether it's the first time they see you or the fourth time they see you, the setting's gonna be right because you got your shit together. You have got your shit together. Do you get that? The setting has to be right. Yeah? I'm trying to think of more, like, I had another example that comes to mind, I can't remember, but loads of times, yeah, like, and yeah, when I was younger, I've been out, yeah. The amount of times, yeah, that's the thing I was thinking of. There was a time where, again, it's a female that I know, we've got mutual friends, right? And then, like, we've got mutual friends. Some of them have, slept together. Some of them have been in relationships together. And this girl, like, she's nice. I would go there, but, it's friends of friends and whatever. And I remember one time I was out. Yeah. And then I don't know, I can't remember what social media, I can't remember if it was BlackBerry back then or what, or I can't remember I can't remember how I was messaging her, but I remember I was in a club and then she was like, oh, I'm bored. And I don't think I had a car at the time. I had a car on and off, like, living a life of flipping mismanagement of money and having a car, 1 minute my money's up there, next minute my money's down. So I'm at a club now, yeah. She's saying, and she lives far. All these stories about girls living far. She lived far, right? And then this girl randomly messaged me and said, I'm bored. Like, to me, this girl's not on me. We've got a couple of mutual friends. I think she's nice, whatever, but I've not moved to her in that way or anything like that before. So she said, I'm bored. Let me come to yours. Now, these times now, I'm staying at a family member's house. So these are one of the times in my life where finances are not great, yeah? So I'm staying at a family member's house on the couch. And the house ain't that great. The house weren't that great, yeah? And I'm not going to go into detail, but the setting weren't the best setting. So she said, I think she actually come to pick me up from the club. Drive to mine. Did she have a boyfriend at the time? Why didn't I go to hers? I don't even know. She might have even had a boyfriend at the time, So she come to where I stay in, yeah, on the couch in like an open plan kind of, and the house weren't in that good condition and it weren't great. I'm not even gonna go into detail, but so she come to drop me, and this girl, like, and so we was just on the couch or whatever. The house was kind of open plan. It's hard to explain, but anyone could have walked in as well. And right, so obviously we're like, she's coming to stay the night, and we're no bad blood. Fuck. So when she takes off her clothes, I'm like, because she was a dancer before, and I didn't even know. And then, like, I'm looking at the body, I'm like, fucking hell, the skin's so smooth, blood, and the skin was tight, and like I'm like, oh my gosh. And then but to me, if we're adults, innit? If a girl's coming to see you, yeah, you're a teenager, you know. If a girl's coming to see you for the night, she's coming for sex. This girl, it's like I think she stripped down to her underwear, yeah? This girl, it's like she wasn't comfortable to get her bits out because the couch wasn't even that great. I remember staying there temporarily, yeah? And it's almost like she didn't want to take off her clothes. I think in the end, she just ended up giving me a hand job, and I just come all over her like a squirty machine gun. But it's almost like she wasn't comfortable to get butt naked because we weren't. Okay, let me just change the setting. Let's say in that setting, it was my own house. We was in my bed, in my own house. No, there was no one else there. And like, it was my fresh bed. Trust me, girl would get destroyed. But it's like, I'm not at my house. Like, the place ain't that fresh or tidy or whatever. And it's like, it was just some temporary thing. And it's almost like she weren't comfortable to get butt naked for more than one reason and let me seal the deal. Whereas if I had the correct setting, and even if I didn't have my own place at the time, even if like it was just I was staying at a family member's house, but I had my own lockable room or something, then yeah, do you get me? There's been so many. So yes, I've slept with many women, yeah, but there has been many times where the scene ain't right. Right? The scene ain't right. And the setting ain't right. And it just didn't happen. It was close to happening. The girl was all over me. I'm not talking about girl with no mediocre level of interest. I'm talking about females with high level of interest. But the scene weren't right. So it didn't happen. Gents, in all of these situations, yeah, I've given you a couple of examples. In all these, if I had my shit together, I would have sealed the deal with them particular situations. And in a lot of these situations I'm talking about, like with the couple of situations where it was someone from work and after work and whatever, you go back to work on a Monday, normal day, it's back to normal. They're not in that mindset no more. They're like, okay, yeah, this is my work colleague. I'm not gonna go there normally, but they work that out. They would have done the thing. Don't get me wrong. There's been other girls I've slept with from work, trust me, and then more than once as well, the same female, cool. But I'm saying them situations there that I said, it was like some work that out, boom. You know, you're my work colleague, I wouldn't go there. But that night, when we got a bit tipsy and you was all over me, yeah? If I had my shit together. So, gents, so it's almost like I'm giving you two different mixed messages. But I'm saying you need to have your shit together to increase the amount of women you sleep with, but don't do it for women. So that sounds like it's contradicting itself. But yes, you like women. Yes, that's how God made you. You want 100 women. But I'm saying focus on your shit and then women will be a byproduct. Does that make sense? Okay? So you focus on yourself first. Then when you're in a setting where, okay, this is a social environment, there's some chicks, cool, yeah? I got my shit together, yeah? If there's a female with high level of interest that I'm at some party, she wants a one night stand, I got my car. Or if I'm drinking, you know, I've got my cab money, yeah? I've got my place, yeah? My place looks decent, my place looks tidy, you understand? You know, if you're out of town, yeah, I was planning to, you know, stay wherever, like I know a friend in the area, but okay, maybe I want to take this girl to a hotel. I've got hotel money. I've got my shit together. So all you then got to worry about is it worth it? Does this female have a high level of interest? And I'm not just talking about one night stands. I'm talking about, you know, like if you meet a girl on a first date, second date, you need to and you ain't got a place to take her back to. Let's say she lives out of town. Let's say, you know, she lives with her parents still and you can't go there. Listen, you need to have your shit together. But don't rush to get your shit together just for women. Don't save up until you just about got enough hotel money, then let me let me go to the club and try to bring this girl back to the hotel. Don't do it just for women. Do it for yourself. Focus on yourself. Do it, you know. Make sure you got your shit together for yourself, and these things don't happen overnight. So don't take out all your money from one paycheck and say, yeah, look, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I got hotel money to take this girl. No. That's some instant gratification mindset. No. You wanna focus on yourself. Like, these things take years, and especially you young guys. Yeah, the world ain't ending tomorrow. Yeah. Build yourself up. Yeah. Don't spend all your money on designer clothes or all your money on champagne in the club. Put money aside to save up for a deposit to get your own place. If that is right for you and how your life is going at the time. Yeah. Your parents might have a massive house and you might have some big bedroom, ensuite bathroom, and your house is amazing, and you know you're not ready to do that. Yeah, you're studying or whatever. You're putting some money aside, so that might not be for you at this particular time. So I'm not saying all men right now that don't have their own place should get their own place. Yeah, I'm not saying that. But if you put so much time into chasing women, yeah, you might be chatting to hundreds of women, but your hit rate might be 1%. Why not focus on yourself, and you know you're chasing less women, but you're getting a higher hit rate. So you're still sleeping with more women than that guy that's chasing 100 women a week, inboxing everything on social media, on dating sites. Do you understand? The setting has to be right. Now, don't want to touch on this too much detail. I mean, we could talk about this in another video, but the setting in her mind needs to be right. I'm going to talk about this in more depth in another video, but some women have just broken up from their boyfriend. So they think you're sexy as fuck and decent as fuck, yeah? They see you as a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, but their mind is not in the right place, yeah? Some women might be on their period, yeah? You know, some men might have a long-term girlfriend and they might be cool to have sex on their period, you get me? But the woman might be, so that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in that situation before. In fact, another situation comes to my mind. I went out with my friend, again, this is out of town. A lot of out of town trips, I know. Me and my friend are out of town. He's with this girl that he's been banging for a while, and we've gone out and her friend's there. I'm like, is this girl on it? And so when we get back to the house, you know, I'm thinking, this girl on it, and then okay, she is on it. She starts trying to kiss me up and that, and then so when it's time to, you know, okay, let's, like, because our friend lives close by, so I was like, yeah, should we go to your house? Then she tells me she's on her period. So obviously there's a couple of situations where it needs to be right for the girl. She might see you as a 9 or 10 out of 10, but she might have just broken up with her boyfriend and emotional, or she might have been just fucked over by too many guys, and she has the strength to say, I'm focusing on myself, or do you understand what I'm saying? Or maybe her setting ain't right, or whatever. Again, another thing has come to my mind. There's another female. This female I did sleep with. Yeah. This female, okay. So, again, this is a period of time where I was staying at a family member's house, right? Didn't have my own place, right? And I think I didn't have a car at the time, and I think I was using a hire car at the time, right? And then, so this female was on it, was in the club, yeah. So I've seen her a few times before, but didn't know at the time that if she was interested in me or not. But that night, boom, okay, you're on it, you're trying to kiss me up in the club and all that, in the corner, around the corner and all that. And then I got this hire car. I remember my money didn't really have much money, but I had a hire car, yeah. And then couldn't take her back to the place I was staying at. So I drove her back to hers. Now, like, wasn't doing anything like that. I think I offered her a lift back to hers or whatever. And then, so she was saying, oh, I would let you in, but my place don't look that great. And that's another thing. Some females' houses mash up, but I might touch on that in another video. But she was like, oh, I want to let you in, but my house is a mess at the moment. And I was just playing it cool. I was like, okay, no, man, it's up to you. Like, obviously, I'm not going to judge you in it, but yeah, I respect you if you don't. Long story short, she decided to let me in anyway. And yes, I dug out the guts, but her house was actually mash up. But yeah, again, so in that setting, if I had my own place, yeah, there wouldn't need to be no, oh, she's not too sure she should let me in her house because her house is mashed up at the moment or whatever. Do you understand? Yeah? That particular occasion, I did actually go into her house and I did sleep with her. But, you know, the setting needs to be right. And it normally boils down to the resources you have. So you might be living in your mum's basement or on your dad's couch or in your sister's spare room, yeah? And then the girl's got her own place. So it's cool. You can go to her house. But sometimes, yeah, you're gonna be in situations where a girl will fuck you, but the setting's not right, so you don't get it. And it's frustrating because you've been, especially if you're a guy that struggles with females, because you could be prospecting and, you know, trying it with this girl and that girl and whatever. And then you finally get one that, okay, this girl is ready to bang. And you ain't got nowhere to take her. The setting needs to be right. So the message to you, yeah, especially if you've experienced this, you've been in situations where this girl wants to bang me. There's nowhere to bang, yeah? Some girls will bang on the street or in a car or on the bonnet of a car. Some girls will. Some girls will bang in their friend's bedroom or on their friend's sofa. Some girls will. Cool, you know, do your thing. But if you ain't got your shit together, it's going to be limited. So all that hard work has gone to waste. All that swagger that helped you pull the girl is going to go to waste. Yeah? All that effort, all that game that you're spitting has gone to waste. And even if, especially if you're, gents, you can't be out dating many girls and you ain't got your shit together. I'm not saying you can't bang. Yeah? I'm not saying you can't bang. But you're just limiting yourself. On my days, there's another girl. Wow. There's another girl. I'm thinking of all these situations now. There's another girl. I can't even remember. I think her mum lived with her. Her mum lived out of London, yeah. But her mum lived with her at the time, so I couldn't go to her. So she wouldn't let me in her house. And we were close to banging, but we just ended contact because of some little stupid thing. But and I'm actually trying to think now, because I think I did have a flat at the time. I did have a car. So I don't know why I did. Anyway, you get the message, right? You need to have your shit together. You need to have options of where to take gal, yeah? You can't be dating girl and you ain't got nowhere to take them. That don't make any sense. Yeah, that don't make any sense. Do you get that? There are a few more examples of this where I've got in the back of my mind, but don't want the video to go on forever. You get the message. The setting needs to be right. If you ain't got your shit together, I'm not saying don't chat to no girl or do no cold turkey thing, because a lot of dating coaches will tell you that. But I'm trying to be realistic here. Some of you guys cannot go for a certain period of time without getting a pussy or a certain period of time without focusing on gal. So I'm not saying to do no cold turkey, forget women and focus on your shit. If you've got the strength to do so, do so. But focus more on yourself. Don't spend all that effort, you know, back and forth with women. Okay? So that's it. Dating and relationships. Until the next video, have a nice time.